Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Pamela, and you are watching Pam Entertainment TV, where we review movies, television series, and incidents in pop culture to see how those incidents may or may not affect our daily lives. Listen, just preview the new intro. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me what you think. Ciao. We got some news that I wanted to go over. And again, I'm updating my channel, making sure that things look as professional as they can, but still keep it light and airy. Also, again, I told you all before, showcasing more of my personality as we get on here. All right, got some housekeeping. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this video. And once you subscribe, you'll be open to a plethora of movies and television series that I have reviewed, and also the pop culture chats that I do. This right here is our pop culture news, which is part of my pop culture chat. I've done several of these before, and I'm going to continue to do them as the news fits. Listen, we've got some sad news to report, and I'll put that out there first, and then we will go there. So I learned today that Carl Weathers of the Rocky franchise, who also played in Predator, I didn't know that he was, but he did. He played in Happy Gilmore. Uh, I knew him and was enjoying him for the past 2 or 3 years as on The Mandalorian. He passed away yesterday. He was 76. Now I'm getting this information from Deadline. I will share my screen. Give me one moment. Here we have it. Excuse me. We have Carl Weathers, and I told you all of this. This article was written by Eric Pedersen, Peterson. It says here Carl Weathers, who were of all those franchises that I had listed, he died yesterday, which was Thursday, in his sleep, as reported by his family. And the statement from the family reads as follows: "We are deeply saddened to announce the passing of Carl Weathers. He died peacefully in his sleep on Thursday, February 1st, 2024. Carl was an exceptional human being who lived an extraordinary life. Through his contributions to film, televisions, the arts, and sports, he has left an indelible mark and is recognized worldwide and across generations. He was a beloved brother, father, grandfather, partner, and friend." So we do send our condolences to his family. Again, if you were familiar with Carl Weathers, he was best known or widely known as Apollo Creed in the Rocky franchise. You remember, he was the one that fought Rocky the first time. He befriended Rock, and then he died at the hands of Victor Drago. So if you have not watched the Rocky franchise, go ahead and watch it. Watch it from Rocky 1 all the way through Creed 3. Because the Creed franchise is a spin-off of the Rocky franchise, and that had everything to do with Carl Weathers and his portrayal of Apollo Creed. Tell me what you all think about that, because he was on um, The Mandalorian. And one of the things that I did like about him on The Mandalorian, that not only was he an actor, he was also a director, and he directed one of my favorite episodes of The Mandalorian. So, what are y'all thinking about this? I'm not going to um, I'm not going to go into everything, but I just wanted to report that Carl Weathers, who has again, been in franchises and movies that I have liked. He was in the Star Wars franchise, which is near and dear to my heart. Because Star Wars, if you didn't know, but I'm going to tell anyway, Star Wars was the first film that I can remember that my whole family went to. My mom, my dad, me, and my brother. Now, my mom didn't like it because all that kind of stuff is too much for my mother, but she went, and that was the movie that I saw that all of us went. So Star Wars is always near and dear to my heart for that. All right, let's move on. Now, a couple of these next couple of stories, I got them off of X, Twitter X. Um, shout out to one of my mutuals, Blue. Let me see. It just where'd it go? I'm not going to play it, but I do want to show you what I'm looking at. And this always like gets the kid in all of us. Let's see, here it is. So showing you Blue's House, and if you have not subscribed to Blue's House, go over there. Him and Mika G have a show over there that is hilarious. Also, you can find them on another mutuals, the Dre Mac channel, and they do another show over there with all three of them. They are very, very entertaining and very, very knowledgeable about this movie industry and how people are moving and shaking. But this is what I saw that was so near and dear. I was like, they're making a Franklin excuse me. We're making a Franklin, Charlie Brown Franklin, one of the most, uh, he is an iconic character. And if you remember, if you're someone who is around my age, you remember watching was it a Charlie Brown's Christmas when they had Franklin sitting on the other side of the table by himself and everybody else was like he was a pariah? But I watched this little trailer and I did see that they made amends. They found room for Franklin on the right side of the table, on the where everybody else was at, or they could have just moved some folk to the other side of the table. Either way, but I just wanted to show that they are making a Franklin movie. I know my brother probably will be stoked about this because he is a Snoopy, Charlie Brown fan. I don't care what Charlie Brown movie when it starts in what I think they start running Charlie Brown movies around August or September. He is watching. He goes from Snoopy. You remember when Snoopy went and found his first owner? He goes from that to the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown to the Charlie Brown Christmas specials, all of that. Snoopy, one of his favorite characters. But I did want to just kind of just, I don't want to play it with the sound because, I'm getting much better at of trying not to. Let's see. But just tried to show just a little bit of it. We see little Franklin moving to a new town and everything. So this is going to be on Apple Plus. And so I just wanted to show briefly some of the animation and things and stuff like that and how he met Charlie Brown. Let me see if we can fast forward because they're going to be doing some things. I just want to fast forward to the table scene. Here we go. All right. I wanted to do that. I just wanted to fast forward to that, y'all. That's all. Just to show. Shout out to Blue for having that on his page or finding wherever he found that at. I was very stoked about that. Very, very stoked. So, if you all are interested about the Charlie Brown, you have it, you have it, you have it. I want to get into some political news, just really, really, really quick, because this is what's coming up on the thing. If you all are not aware, the state of Georgia has filed charges of election tampering and all this stuff against our former president, Donald Trump. And who was heading the charge was Fannie Willis. She is a black woman. She is the district attorney uh, in Georgia. She was heading the charge. I think there's like 18 or 19 of them. She has since they have since gotten all these convictions or anything. But she hired a special prosecutor to handle this case. And again, when you're dealing with Trump and all of those types of people, they are going to dig. They do not want to have to sit and answer to for anything. And so they will dig and play dirty and that's how they've done in politics. They do it on both sides of the aisle. I am not making any condemnations or anything. However, child, they done dug in Miss Fanny's proverbial closet, and they have pulled out the fact that the special prosecutor that she hired, that she had a personal tete-a-tete liaison relationship with while he had been married. And you know, and if you don't know, I'm gonna tell you, y'all. I don't care if you're a man. I don't care if you're a woman. I don't care if you're male. I don't care if you're female. I don't care if you're a girl or boy. However you identify, leave these married folks alone. Leave these married folks alone. I don't care what they tell you about how they're separated from their spouse and everything is cool. I do not care until they can show you a divorce decree, or you can look it up in the paper or look it up in the thing. Because I know the state that I live in, baby, they put your birth, they put your death, they put your marriages, and they put your divorces in the paper, and also on that paper's website. Unless you can look that up, leave them folks alone, because this is how you get caught up. Because what they tell you may not be what's going on between them and their spouse. And apparently, this man is getting a divorce from his spouse, and his spouse looked up and saw, oh, so you think you're going to sit up here and be working with her every day when I know that she was in the middle of my marriage? Let me do, 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 do. I'm not saying that she did this, but I'm just, do, 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 do. Trump, you need to look into this, because see, they getting on my nerves now. They think they're gonna play in my face. Let's see whose face gonna get played in. You see what I'm saying? When they tell you a woman scorned is a dangerous thing, a woman scorned is a dangerous thing. Excuse me. And I need y'all to understand that. Now look at you. You, Fanny, you had the ability to be able to do something and pull off something that nobody else has pulled off. But now you got to sit up here and you need to be answering. You got to be answering to a whole bunch of stuff. So let me share my screen. So you'll see what I'm talking about. Right here, this is by the AP in politics. Fannie Willis acknowledges a personal relationship with prosecutor she hired in the Trump's Georgia case. And they're saying that he's never tried a case like this. There were several other attorneys that she could have utilized, but she utilized him. And he's been paid all of this special money. Now, I'm not going to go through this article. There she is. There she is. I'm not going to go, but she had to go to court because the Republicans in her state sent her to task. The special prosecutor that she hired, his name was Nathan Wade. But they have gone to task, and she had to sit in uh, a state congressional thing and say, yes, he and I had an affair. Uh, Let me see. I was trying to figure out. Yeah, because see, they're trying to dismiss the indictments. Trump's case, they're trying to dismiss the indictment. So they're using everything that they got in their coffers to do this, and you just handed them you just handed them because you just had to have him. He just had to have you. And now look at you. Now you are looking foolish because your personal life is sticky and it's messy. Sticky and messy. So I'm gonna read a few bits of this because, like I said, I do that. This is by Kate Brumbach. At Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis acknowledged in a court filing on Friday of having a personal relationship with a special prosecutor she hired for the Georgia election interference case against former President Donald Trump, but argued there are no grounds to dismiss the case or to remove her from the prosecution. Willis hired Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade in November 2021 to assist her investigation into whether the Republican ex-president and others broke any laws as they tried to overturn his loss in the 2020 presidential election in Georgia. Since Trump and 18 others were indicted in August, Wade has led the team of lawyers Willis assembled to prosecute this case. Who child? Among the acts listed in the indictment was a January 2nd, 2021 phone call in which Trump argued urged fellow Republican Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger to find the 11,780 votes needed to overturn his election loss to Joe Biden. So I guess he needed those to be able to get the electoral college votes from that. But anyway, that's that mess you see. This is that mess you see. Because how your personal life can mess around with your professional life and everything gets to be sticky, 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 and stupid. Leave these married folk alone. One more again, because I know you all in the back are being obtuse and not wanting to hear it because your own personal and emotional and sexual desires are overwhelming you right now. Leave these married folks alone. Do you realize there are so many single folks out here where you ain't got to be bothered with these married folks? Child, a mess. Leave these folk alone. And lastly, I saw this again on the Twitters, aka X, Twitter X, this is what I will call it. It says, I got this. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. So this has been reported by MCU News and Updates. It says here Black Panther 3 is reportedly in development at Marvel Studios. And Letitia Wright will star in the film as the Black Panther. The Midnight Angel series will tie into this film also. The US and others will try to use Wakanda for their resources and vibranium, which will lead into a war with the US. There was recently rumors Marvel wanted Doctor Doom in the MCU if relatively soon, if not in the Fantastic Four. He will definitely appear in Black Panther 3. In the comics, Shuri also faced Doom when she became the Black Panther in Doom Wars. Uh, we're currently in the MCU Dark Reign era. So this is what we see. I am curious to the comments up under here. I don't want to post a comment, child. I just want to see the comments. Huh. I just wanted to see the comments. I just wanted to see the comments. Can we not see the comments, or is the comments on? No. I wanted to see the comments, y'all, and they're just not showing me the comments. So I'm just gonna let that go. I was curious to see what the comics were going to be on this on that post. What do y'all think about that? What do my recast T'Challa folk think about that? Let me know, let me know, let me know. Y'all let me know. I apologize. I'm just trying to see if I can get back to where the comments were. Let's see what it says. I don't see. They don't have any comments under here. Okay. We won't waste any more time on that. I apologize. We won't waste any more time. But that is my show, y'all. That is the topics that I wanted to go over today. Again, please like, comment, and subscribe. I really, really do appreciate all of my followers. I couldn't be more stoked. Again, please tell a friend, tell a kin, tell that coworker, tell that heifer that you can't stand that I'm over here making these videos, child. And as always, people, Bye bye.